It says here that I haven't released a Leave It in This Year video in 8 years. Oh, so y'all know what time it is. This is not a YouTube video. This is not for a promise of algorithm or exposure, popularity, or ad revenue. This is a small list of nouns, a group of people, places, and things in which I feel need, out of a lack of better words, to get off of the earth. Politicians, billionaires, and entrepreneurs who make businesses center around nothing more than themselves and pretend to have a heart. Get the fuck out the earth. You know what I'm saying? This shit disrespectful as hell. I'd rather you be a soulless tyrant up front so that we could all see the enemy which we have in common. When people understand that there is a quixoticism behind giving a large group of people a small amount of money when you yourself have a reasonably large amount of money. You give the world a dollar because you have 8 billion and now everybody broke. But others don't tend to realize that there are greater intellectual factors in a much bigger picture. Take for instance, money is printed. Money is printed. Value is supposed to be placed upon significance. Finance is the only factor that ranks above itself. You can purchase $10,000 for $200. If someone told you to sustain a career-altering injury for $1.50, you wouldn't do it unless you were a professor seeing a wrestler. It's a reasonable advice, and don't bag chase too hard. You could burn yourself out attempting to make an amount of money that's not going to help you pay for the rest of your life. We leave an argument behind in 2024 too. I'm the computer software specialist and audiographic engineer, mixed martial artist. You're supposed to be listening to me anyway. Fuck with debating for. I'm much too smart. You wanna confront me online, you can catch this radio. You wanna confront me in person, you can outsmart Bullet. There is a specific version of the Instagram baddie, whom before this year is over, we need to discover a way to remove from the earth. That version being the ones with their Instagram links in the bio of their other social media pages. As you scroll them, you will see nothing more than them standing in random locations with stupid captions, taking nothing more than selfies. No contributing to the planet whatsoever except additional carbon emission. How I so desperately desired to erase this brand of bitch. They don't do nothing. No twerking, no businesses. Just there. Wherever that is. I made my username out of a single definitionless finite. Not even a real word, just a sound effect. An onomatopoeia. Now you can type me into Google. The rest of these hoes got the worst user handles I've ever seen in my life. Brainless. Like they were mashed together by some sort of website. It's worse than Childish Gambino in several cases, and I believe that the vast majority of these bitches is not real humans. They're not even real humans. And I believe I said this in a Twitter post once. If you making rent thirst tweets above the age of smoking and drinking and voting and you still broke in 2024, you gotta get the fuck off the earth next year. Like starting 12 o'clock midnight. You got to go, baby. Because at this rate, there's a lot of bad job market here, but there's a lot of good job opportunities. So if you're not putting in the work necessary at this rate, it's like you don't even want it badly enough. This is a realm of competition. This shit Aberraxian, bruh. This shit really, what's that word? Inherently evil. You gotta put some back into it. If people find it to be over for themselves too often, and so they think it should be over for everybody else. It's a completely negative projecting. It's an anti-spiral. It is the problem with most of society is the black pill. You get me? The vast majority of upward authority has already been placed on this earth in order to see to it that you do not succeed. Whether it be physically, whether it be financially, there are laws put in place in order for those in poverty to remain impoverished. It's up to you to break as many of those laws as humanly possible. Trust when I said there ain't nothing wrong with getting to your bag and getting on out of the way. Such is life, because there's a lot in the way. Have you catch my drift? People think they're just gonna walk these streets and take that 45 like a Toku Sentai. You ain't got no automotive for 18. Idiots. A blessing that the stupid can learn and that the dumb will perish regardless. That's one thing I hope I can leave behind in 2024. It'd be age, if anything. Adult concepts tend to hit you a lot harder than you would conceive they would when you were younger. However, as the time passes, it makes you more resilient. It provides you a strength and an authenticity. It provides you a sincerity, a new paradigm of mindset. It causes you to be affected by much less. In the future as well, I hope to be less affected and be capable of proceeding even greater. As much in which I have accomplished over the course of the last 365 days, and feel as though there's only more to be had. And as I scroll my timelines and have chats with my community, I see that there is a polar opposite response from a lot of the youth. A lot of the kids starting thinking it's over. I can see why. There is much negativity in the world as of current intent. There is much to dislike, much we wish we could leave behind. However, to be able to stop it, in order to be able to change it, it depends upon existence. Regardless of how bad you think it's going, you still gotta stick around for the ride. I've considered cutting off the car on a lot of occasions, but the oil still needs changing. Ain't nobody gonna jack the side of that vehicle and take off that tire if you can't find no mechanic. There's a lot you gotta learn how to do yourself, and a lot you gotta learn how to accept. So for what you can't leave behind, you learn to tolerate. And I hope that you can find a way to change. Well, the message is that positive. In the words of Bipolar B, that's enough activism for today. I'll bid you a good one, and I'll see you in another video.